It is time to tentatively look towards the future, and to the potential string of dream showdowns WWE could quite possibly throw together in the coming months if they feel like making things up to an audience still reeling from the grandest screwjob of them all at WrestleMania 39. Gareth here from What Culture Wrestling, and here are 9 dream matches WWE needs to book after WrestleMania 39. Number 9, Io Sky vs Asuka. Io Sky has actually shared the squared circle with the Empress of Tomorrow on numerous occasions, and just about every single time they have collided in everything from tag team to war game settings, the two have displayed the sort of undeniable chemistry that demands to be given some space to grow. And if given the freedom to tell the sort of compelling physical story they routinely did down in NXT, both Japanese former NXT Women's Champions could see their stock hugely rise in a women's division in dire need of a few compelling singles rivalries. Raw fans absolutely lapped up their electric Japanese promo back and forth a few months back. Io herself has also openly admitted that the first person she wants to get her hands on upon finally being pushed as a singles performer is Asuka. So give both Sky and the people precisely what they've wanted for months, damn it. Number 8, Rhea Ripley vs Bianca Belair. The hit and miss Raw after WrestleMania 39 saw the company's current Raw and SmackDown Women's Champions come face to face. And while Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley didn't set up a gripping dream match capable of headlining any PLE on the calendar right there and then, they did heavily hint at that being the destination down the road. This being WWE, and a WWE that now seemingly has Vince McMahon very much back in charge of creative, there is every chance plans could change. But if the company don't drop the ball entirely with these two genuine potential megastars, then Belair vs Ripley has all the makings of this generation's Rock, Austin, Hart, Michaels, or Cena Punk. So why not throw the first chapter of this WrestleMania-worthy main event onto the SummerSlam stage in a few months' time? Game-changing magic is just waiting to be made here. Number 7, Seth Rollins vs Conor McGregor. News of Endeavor merging WWE with the UFC to create a new publicly limited company has been one of the hottest topics of conversation coming out of this year's WrestleMania weekend. And while it's been stated that Endeavor won't be involved in the creative or production processes in WWE going forward, many have been quick to wonder whether this merger will open the door for more UFC/WWE crossovers in the near future. The biggest name in the MMA world in particular hasn't exactly been shy about wanting to make a splash in the sports entertainment sphere over the years. And this most recent shocking development soon paved the way for Conor McGregor posting a photo on Twitter of himself holding UFC and WWE gold naturally. So who better to welcome Mystic Mac onto the WWE stage than the star who has recently made it his mission to protect his company from outsiders trying to make a quick buck from the wrestling business. Number 6, Gunther vs Brock Lesnar. The noise that met the visual of Gunther squaring up to the Beast at the 2023 Royal Rumble suggested that anything other than Brock Lesnar versus the Ring General at WrestleMania 39 would have been a foolish waste of potential gold. But WWE, or more specifically mustached McMahon, wanted to see Omos get launched around a ring for 5 minutes instead. And if he's able to survive being completely buried by the returning boss, who almost killed his main roster run before retiring in disgrace last year, adding the biggest hard-hitting dream match of modern times to his ever-growing collection of scalps could prime him for a run at the top straps. The dominant IC champ has regularly confessed to wanting to throw down with a star he classes as one of the greatest to ever do it. But perhaps this could be a case of be careful what you wish for. A Brock SummerSlam Austrian squash, depressingly, is not outside of the realms of possibility with Vince sat in gorilla. Number 5, Ronda Rousey vs Rhea Ripley. There was reportedly a point heading into this year's show of shows when Ronda Rousey looked very much set to battle it out with a Royal Rumble winning Rhea Ripley on the grandest stage of them all over the SmackDown Women's Championship. And while the Nightmare's eventual Mania rematch with Charlotte Flair arguably sat as the strongest bout of the 2-night extravaganza in the end, you'd be lying if you said you weren't even a little bit intrigued about the concept of a fresh dream pairing of Rousey and Ripley being in that spot instead. It definitely feels as though the biggest money match SmackDown's women's division has to offer right now involves the two baddest women on the planet throwing down. Ripley is already teasing her way towards a full-blown anti-hero face turn, and when Rousey is finished with her current tag team side quest with Shayna Baszler, having the fully heel mercenary threaten to wreck the fan favorites reign feels like a dream concept that could actually live up to the hype. Number 4, Braun Breaker vs Roman Reigns. The son of Rick Steiner is still yet to pop up on the main roster after dropping his NXT title at Stand and Deliver, and having the longtime NXT champ set his sights right on the head of the table's titles out of the gate would be one hell of a way of reintroducing the explosive star of tomorrow to the main roster audience. The two would no doubt forge an electric piece of business, colliding with body-breaking spears and masterfully teasing Breaker as the man to bring Roman's 1,000-day reign to an end. Roman definitely needs some new credible challengers after bulldozing the majority of the roster over the last 3 years too, and having WWE's next golden boy butt heads with their current one could certainly make for some compelling TV and PLE content to keep the tribal chief busy over the coming months. It's not as though Vince gives a damn about NXT to main roster continuity either, so even Braun's recent heel turn likely wouldn't get in the way of a babyface burst onto the main roster scene. Number 3, the Usos vs DIY. Johnny Gargano has felt as though he's been treading Monday Night water for some time now. That could hopefully all change the minute a certain Blackheart makes his return from injury at some point this year though, as DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and his longtime pal/enemy Johnny Wrestling were up there with the greatest NXT have ever produced, elevating the tag team division to main event status in their wars with the Revival and the Authors of Pain. And with WWE now fresh off of booking its first ever tag team championship WrestleMania main event, now feels like the time to double down on making Double's dreams a reality. After seeing their record-breaking reign with the undisputed tag straps come to an end, a wounded pair of Usos trying to re-establish themselves as the top unit in WWE against an equally hungry Gargano and Ciampa could make for an all-time tag team classic. Number 2, Trish Stratus vs Becky Lynch. The way Trips and the gang handled the WrestleMania returns of Hall of Fame legends Trish Stratus and Lita at this year's show of shows was shameful and just plain thoughtless. If there's one flicker of hope to be found in the instantly forgettable mess that has been this damage control war with the man and her legendary mates though, it's in a Stratus heel turn that could pave the way for a genuinely huge dream match against one of her Mania 39 teammates. And a big-time battle with Becky Lynch post-backstab could easily be added to what is shaping up to be yet another blockbuster SummerSlam. So here's hoping the company doesn't find a way to make this potential mega fight feel like yet another unmemorable exhibition in the lead-up, eh? Number 1, the Bloodline vs KO, ZAYN and RHODES. Before the Raw after WrestleMania 39 came along and emphatically F5'd those hearts that had already been broken during the main event of Night 2, it felt as though Backlash would make for the perfect setting for a Bloodline looking to exact revenge on the new trio of undisputed champs in town. Cody Rhodes not being able to wrestle the belts away from Roman Reigns on April 2nd certainly threw a spanner in the works, and his subsequent beating at the hands of Brock Lesnar on Raw suggests the American Nightmare will have his hands full with a beast for the foreseeable. However, there's still unquestionably money left on the table in KO, ZAYN and RHODES' quest to shatter the Bloodline for good. With a high-stakes 6-man blockbuster, one which could see the current tag champs put their belts on the line, WWE could potentially set about undoing much of the damage done by that wholly devastating Mania 39 conclusion. Either way, that dream chapter of the story is just waiting to be written, so get it in the books and finish the damn story, Vince, or Trips, or whoever. And that is our list. Know of any other dream matches WWE needs to book after WrestleMania 39? Let us know all about them in the comment section right down below, and do not forget to like, share, and click on that subscribe button while you're at it. Please head on over to whatculture.com and find some more fantastic articles just like the one this video you're watching right this second is based on. I've been the dreamy Gareth from What Culture Wrestling. Thank you as always for watching this lovely video today. Hopefully I'll see your pretty faces rather soon, but in the meantime, just be good to yourself. Bye bye!